Welcome back. Anyways, what's going on, guys? So we are in my wife's new car, which I've yet to make a video about, which as you look or probably can see now is a Nissan, and I think I mentioned that in my last video, but we are going to do a car check on this eventually. But today's video has something else in mind. We are going down to see this doctor because I need help. I have an addiction and I'm coming clean to you guys. I needed an outlet. I needed an area of a group of people that I can finally admit, because I've been in denial, that I have a problem. So I have a problem. Yep. We're going to look at another car.
Oh my God.
I have so many cars, so many projects and everything like that, but I wanted to restructure some of the arsenal, the fleet or whatnot. So I've seen something come up that I've wanted for a long time, and I'm trying to clean house with a few things and change up a few things. So we're looking at another vehicle. I'm not gonna say what it is right now because I like to build suspense and drama and all that stuff. Anyways, but so we're cruising down towards Cincinnati. Some guy off Facebook Marketplace has a vehicle, says it's in good shape, has it for a good price.
Let's see if it's true.
Let's see if it's true. So I got my co-pilot, partner in crime, the wife, pulling some strings, made a few promises so that she would go with me on this little journey. And we're gonna go check it out. So stay tuned. Nothing but kind of still halfway dead grass and whatnot. It's scenery, so I'm not really gonna time lapse or do anything fancy like that because it's just a boring freeway. But hopefully here in about an hour we will be at our destination and take a look at this car, and I will share it with you guys. So see you in a little bit. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? All right, so I bought the car, and like usual, I didn't film when I met with the seller and everything like that because, you know, a lot of people aren't used to cameras, and I'm kind of a shy vlogger, so I don't really like to do that. Makes me uncomfortable, kind of makes them uncomfortable, and honestly, I'd rather just get down to business, look the car over, drive it real quick, and see if I notice any issues, negotiate a price, and then be on my way. So we are driving it home, and so far we have been driving it for about an hour. Haven't noticed any issues other than it needs some suspension. The rear shocks are wore out, which is, it still rides pretty comfortable, just a little bouncy, a little wavy over the, you know, when you hit multiple bumps. Pretty normal. It has 192,000 miles. So that's to be expected. It is a Florida car, which makes me really happy. He said it was Southern and no rust. I just didn't quite know where. So it came from Florida, which is cool because, yeah, looking underneath of it, it looks really clean for a 2002. But yeah, it's not perfect. There are some flaws. I don't believe it has a thermostat in it. The coolant temperature when idling with like the AC will get near middle, but as soon as you start driving, I'm like 2 ticks above cold, and the heat out of the vents is not very hot. So that just tells me they probably pulled a thermostat, probably failed, and the easy way to replace it is just take it out. You know, sometimes people do that. I've done it in the past, so I'm not too worried about that. But it is not running hot or anything like that. I don't see no signs of overheating, and it's been a joy to drive. Makes plenty of power, seems to have the good performance for the mileage, and steering feels good. Everything honestly feels good, and for the price, I think this is very good for what I want. So let me explain what I want before I tell you what it is, because, you know, we're just trying to build up that suspense and everything like that. Basically, I like the Integra a lot. It is extremely fun. I've wanted one, and I always wanted a turbocharged Honda, and I have one. And you know, I have this problem with Hondas where I get them and they're what I want and everything, but in reality they're not quite exactly what I want, and I get rid of them. Now let me explain that a little further. So I'm a big rear-wheel drive guy, and as much as I really like Hondas, just like the versatility, the interchangeability, and the options, the affordability of all the parts, you know, the sky's the limit when it comes to Hondas. But the problem is, it's front-wheel drive, and as much as I enjoy it, and as fast as it is, and quick, it's not fast, but as quick as it is, and everything, and I get my blood pumping, it's still just, it's front-wheel drive. So, you know, I kind of been thinking I want more rear-wheel drive cars in my life, and if I want, you know, my Infiniti is my daily, so I only, you know, I modded a little bit, coilovers, wheels and stuff, but it needs to stay comfortable, it needs to stay reliable, and it needs the creature comforts and everything like that, because it's my daily, it's my go-to in any situation where I need just a car that's gonna start up, drive down the road, and be good. So I was like, well, what could I possibly change to that would be a fun street car, has potential for good power, good performance, a lot of parts, a lot of availability of parts. And then I got me thinking, you know what? I have always, and honestly before my Infiniti, I had always wanted a Lexus IS 300. You know, I'm really on a sedan kick. I've been for years now. I'm really over the coupes and having to move seats to get people in and out of them, or even just put groceries or anything you get. You know, I like the option of 4 doors. I think they look slick, especially when you modify them and give them that sport look and everything like that and everything. So yeah, I went ahead and picked up a 2002 IS 300. So yeah, I am stoked. I'm excited. I always thought this little watch style gauge cluster thing was kind of cool. So I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. This is like one of the cars I've always wanted. I'll show you more later, but yeah, it's not bad. It is, you know, I mean, it is a used car, and it was pretty cheap for the market price of these cars. These cars are pretty expensive. Now, like I said, it is a 2002. It is an automatic. And everything like that, which is fine with me. I did just recently find out 5 seconds ago it does not have an LSD. I was kind of curious if it did or not, and it doesn't. So yeah, let me explain what my plans are. So right now my plans are to just try to clean it up. It is salvage rebuild, so it looks like, you know, there was a front end, you know, issue, because like I said, the bumper's paint's kind of chipping off. It does have a new radiator. You know, I don't know, but it looks like there was some paint done throughout the car. It doesn't look bad. I don't notice anything that really looks bad. Doing some tapping around, doesn't seem like a lot of body filler in. I'll get a magnet and check all of it, but it looks pretty good. I mean, I'd give the body a 6.5 or 7, which the Integra's, you know, a 6, if that, because even though it's low mileage, it's pretty rough on the body cosmetics. So honestly, looks wise, it looks way better than the Integra. And I don't need a pristine car. I needed a car that was rust-free and a good starter, because I want to eventually 1J it. I'd probably look into a CD09 6-speed, because it's going to be a street car. I want it to be, you know, 6-speed manual and probably 300 to 400 horsepower, coilovers, wheels, you know, prettied up, stuff like that and everything. But nothing like full track car. We're not stripping it, we're not doing nothing. First thing, it's got the tan interior, if you can see. So I do want to eventually find some black interior for it, most likely, because tan's not my thing. I may look into like the dyeing, you know, maybe I could dye the carpet. You can, I've seen door cards for sale all the time, black door cards. So, you know, that's not an issue. The seats, on the other hand, may be a little tricky because they're half cloth, half like leather or vinyl or whatever it is. So I gotta see if they make like one of those spray dyes that does both cloth and vinyl. But I may look into dyeing the seats and then changing the door cards and then dyeing the carpet. I don't know yet, but right now it's just gonna be try to get it in reliable shape so I can daily it, and it doesn't seem too far off. It's driving fine. Like I said, we've been driving for about an hour and 15 minutes. No issues. The AC works, the windows roll down, the sunroof works, everything seems good. But I'm gonna get home and everything like that. I'll give you an exterior look of the vehicle, let you check it out and everything, and hopefully you're excited. This is not gonna be a big project. I'm not gonna start working on it right away, doing coilovers and wheels and all this stuff, because, you know, I don't have the funds for that, and the 240 is priority. But this is just a backup car. We want to get it driving reliable, and so I can put it in the rotation of cars I drive throughout the weeks, and then slowly start selecting some parts. We'll probably start doing some stuff, because obviously the suspension needs change, so we'll probably focus on like coilovers, refreshing some steering components if they need it, suspension components, get everything in good shape, and then look into swapping it to a 5-speed as the first priority, because the NA2J makes good power. It's gonna need a little work. Looks like the cam seals are leaking a little bit, need a thermostat, you know, freshen it up, maybe time belt and stuff. We'll see. But you know, get the 5-speed, or well, the 6-speed manual swap done and everything, and then we'll have a decently fun street car as it is, and then start budgeting towards getting a 1J and doing all that stuff later on, probably coming next spring or something like that. But yeah, so stay tuned. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. I'll show you the car when I get home. Alright guys, so we made it home and everything like that, safe and sound. No issues with the car other than what was already mentioned. So now I'm just going to take a second and let you basically see the car. Now, as you can see, there was pretty much probably some poor adhesion on when the bumper was resprayed, and just due to it being the frontal impact of all the wind and rock chips and whatnot, it started to peel up. No worries. Probably going to end up respraying this car eventually, but everything else looks pretty clean. I don't see any rust or anything like that. No surface rust, nothing building up. I'm really surprised and glad that this is a Florida car. VVTI. So yeah, that is going to be the new street car, replacing the Integra right there and everything, and I'm super excited for it. Like I said, I've wanted one of these for a long time, and it'll be a slow project. So I kind of forgot to show you the interior. It is tan. I'm not a huge fan of it. The previous owner told me that these rubberized sticky feeling dashes, you can take acetone to it and get just a bare black plastic, which will get rid of that stickiness. So I'm kind of excited about that. So the rear is not bad. Normal wear and tear. Needs all new speakers, they're all blown. Did come with an Alpine head unit, which is cool. I do have a JVC sitting on the shelf I like better, so I'll swap it out, but at least it gives me a spare. Other than that, super excited. So we're just going to slowly start dialing it in and making it a fun little street car. But that's going to wrap up this video. Just thought I'd share it with you guys and everything. We got more stuff coming when I get home, because I'm about to leave Monday, which you'll actually see this video after I've already left. But either way, I'm gonna get home, knock out some more stuff, and eventually we're gonna get back to the 240 and try to get it finished for the drift season that's already started and we're super late for. So stay tuned to that. Stay tuned to more IS300 videos. Stay tuned to Integra videos, and we'll show off my wife's car, which is right over there, eventually as well. So see you later. Please like, share, subscribe, and peace.